Hey guys! So I'm gonna be doing a draw my life. I've never done one of these before, so I decided to do one, and I'm only 14 by the way, so I might do one in the future, like way in the future when I'm like 20 or something. Alright, so let's start with the first event of my life, and that was when I was born. So I was born on October 25th, 2000, and I was 5 pounds, so I was like, holla, you know. Alright, so I was a super big girly girl when I was little. I loved princesses, I loved dress up, I loved makeup, everything. Alright, funny story. So the first time I went to Target with my grandma, she was like gonna buy me some toys or whatever, you know? So there I am in the cart, you know, looking cute with my sunglasses on. I probably didn't have sunglasses on though. Okay, so then I saw shoes. My drawing is terrible, by the way. Do not even comment on it. And I was like, I want shoes, so I bought shoes instead. Alright, so going on with my life, my sister was born on September 23rd, 2004, and yeah, that was great. Alright, so here is my family. I have my mom, obviously. Alright, then there's my dad, my brother, Bailey, and my sister, Olivia. And then there's me. See, I got that big head. Okay, yeah, I'm pretty, you know. Alright, so in kindergarten or preschool, we moved from where we were living, and then we moved to Arizona. And it was nice and warm there, and my house was swag. Oh my gosh, we had a pool. We had a little putt-putt thingy. We had a guest room. Oh my gosh, I wish I still lived there, like, honestly. Alright, so after 1 year of living in Arizona, we decided to move back to where we originally were because we had some family problems anyway. So we stayed at my grandma's house, which I call her Nani, for a year just to figure out where we were going to live. And then my grandpa Jerry lived there, and also my uncle lived there at the time. So when I went back to school, it was really weird because I went in the middle of the school year, and I was in kindergarten at this time, and I went to a really small school, little Catholic school, and so I was like the new girl, and there was like kids, and obviously there was kids. But fortunately, I made friends fairly fast. I wasn't a shy little girl when I was little. I was pretty outgoing, and I did whatever I wanted. And so, yeah, I had a little group of friends when I was a little girl. It was really cute. Alright, I think in first grade, we finally got a new house. And it was a beautiful house. And the basement had like a swing set on it. And then there was like, the walls were covered in whiteboards, and it was really cool. And I swear it was haunted though, because I have dreams about it being haunted. I'm pretty sure it was. Alright, so here's the juicy part of my life, or when it started to get bad. So in 4th grade, I had this teacher, and she was so mean. She literally threw away my papers that I turned in, and then she was like, Lily, you didn't turn in your papers. I was like, what are you? And then, so yeah, my dad talked to her, and then the principal got involved. It was really bad, and yeah, she was mean. Alright, so in 3rd grade, I became really good friends with like this popular girl, so I was like, oh yeah, I have all these friends. Oh my gosh, I'm in the popular group. But then I hung out with one of her friends one time, and then she took all of my friends away. And that's when everything really went downhill. Like, it was bad. I might not get all the details because it's a little bit blurry to me now, since it was such a long time ago. Alright, so during all of this, I started getting really, really mean. Like, that's my mom crying, and I was just so mean, and like, as you can see, my hair is all messy, and I just, yeah. So for Christmas in 4th grade, I got an iPod touch, which I was like super excited about. I was like, yeah. But then I got text-free, which my parents said I could, and then I got in trouble for doing something on it, and then I got Instagram, which I wasn't supposed to, and I got Snapchat when I wasn't supposed to. And yeah, my parents just got really mad at me, and I was just not responsible, and I was just a really bad child. Alright, so eventually everything just kind of crumbled down, and I turned into this little girl that I never thought I would be. It was just really weird. And so I swear my sister and brother were scared of me because I was like an animal. And yeah. Alright, so it got to a point where my parents were like, okay, this is going too far. So I went to a therapist, and yeah, he was kind of annoying, honestly. He didn't really help me. I mean, he helped me a little bit, but like, he annoyed me. Okay, after 4th grade, I got a little bit better. I mean, I still had like some issues, but you know, it's all good. Okay, in 5th grade, I got this boyfriend. Let's not even talk about it. Oh my gosh, he was like shorter than me, and I was like, I just dated him because I don't even know why. And I kissed him, and I was like, So then we broke up like literally 2 minutes later because I was like, yeah, I don't like you like that. And then I was like, I'm never having a boyfriend ever again because boys are gross. Ew. Alright, 6th grade was a lot better than 4th grade, but it still was bad. Like, I still didn't feel right, and I just didn't really like where I was at. Alright, so I wanted to add this. So we did this thing called NaNoWriMo, and it's like where you write a story in a month, and I got 24,000 words, and I had the highest score, so Alright, so I always did drama. Like, I started in 1st grade, and I did it all the way through 6th grade, and it was fun, and I just loved being in the spotlight and having all that attention on me. So, my friend, a grade above me, was auditioning for the school for performing arts, and that was me saying no because I didn't like school. So I auditioned because my mom was like, hey, you want to audition, because I really didn't like school. So I auditioned, and I got in, and I was like, yeah. I auditioned for drama and creative writing, but I was also taking singing lessons at that time because I always loved to sing, so yeah. Alright, summer 2013 was when everything really started changing. So we sold our old house because we didn't like it anymore. We were living in it for like 6 years. We got a new car, and in 6th grade, I got 2 dogs. I got a dog named Sunny, and she's a Boston Terrier. And then I also got a dog named Boo, and she is a Cavalier King Charles Spaniel. So the new house that we bought, we had to build it first, so we ended up living with Nani and Jerry again, so I was super excited about that. Alright, so in August of 2013, I decided to start making YouTube videos. So, I've always wanted to do YouTube videos, and it was like one thing that I always wanted to do, and I would just do it even when I didn't have a camera. Okay, so my camera cut off, but basically I went to a new school, and I was just a new girl, and I was kind of scared. I wasn't like bullied or anything. I don't know why that drawing made it look like I was bullied. But I eventually made some friends, and I was really, really excited, and I was fitting in really well, and I was just pretty happy. I then get a boyfriend, and let's not even talk about it. So I got this boyfriend, And I went out with him because he said he liked me, and I was like, sure, why don't we just like each other? Alright, summer 2014 was pretty interesting. So basically, I went to this singing and acting and dancing camp, and that was fun, and I met a lot of cool people there. And there was a guy there who my friend actually knew for a couple of years, and I had my eyes on him, but he kind of had a girlfriend, but she moved to Florida after the camp, so I was like, oh. So he actually came to our school, and we started dating, and this was like the first guy I actually really liked, and I was like, oh, yeah. Alright, so back to school, the beginning of this year, I didn't really have that many friends, but I had like a good group of friends, and I was happy, and I had a boyfriend, and I was like, yes, this is great. Until some stuff went down. So right before Christmas break, my boyfriend broke up with me, and it made me really sad. And I was also having problems at home. So I didn't enjoy doing anything. I didn't want to sing, I didn't want to do YouTube or anything. Going back to school, it was really interesting. Like, I just separated myself from all of my friends because I didn't really like the people I was hanging out with that much, or I just wanted to be distant. And I had some bad thoughts. And I was basically going crazy. I didn't know who I was or anything. And I just brought my whole family down, and my mom and dad said I need help, and I knew I needed help. So during this time, I started becoming friends with this girl named Olivia, and she was in my vocal class, and I knew her, but I didn't really talk to her. So before, like on a weekend when I went to go see Miranda Sings, we started texting, and here's me in the car going to see Miranda Sings, and I was texting her, and we were just talking about life, and I never really talked to someone like I talked to her before. I mean, I had before, but like we got on a different level. She told me she had bad anxiety, and that kind of made me feel better, but I was still going crazy. Like, every little thing just bugged me. So I finally ended up going to my therapist after I tried to attempt to run away, which did not work. But she was really nice, and she had a southern accent, and she's so cool. So she told me that I had anxiety and depression, so I got some medicine for it. That's a medicine bottle. I don't know. So I actually have social anxiety, which is kind of weird because to my friends, I seem very, very outgoing and fun, but it's just really hard for me to meet new people. So a few months later, my uncle invited me to start singing at his church, and so I was like, yeah, sure, I'll do that. And there was this worship night, and there was a bunch of people worshiping, and I just connected with someone that wasn't even there. So then my grandma Nani and my step-grandpa Jerry and my uncle Chris went to my grandma's house, and we just talked about what I felt that day, and it wasn't like anything I felt before. I realized that God was calling me, and I started studying. I started getting Bibles, and I started just reading the Word, and it just made me so much more happy. So my people that are in my worship team is Jimmy and Pastor Mark and Kathy and Kevin, and any of you are watching, hey, shout out to you, and Aubrey and McKenna and Kylie. I kind of just made this up on the spot, but like with God, you can really do anything. I mean, I was at the bottom. I was totally not myself, but I got out of it. I totally just got out of it. And some people think it's my medication, but God is my medication, or that's what I believe. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and I want to do another one like way in the future, but I really hope you guys enjoyed, and I love you guys so much. Thank you for all your support, and I love you guys.